I know that I cannot be the only one where you're in school and you literally like break your arm or something, or like your knee is split open. There's literally blood everywhere and you're in so much pain. Like you've literally just broken a bone. So then obviously you're going to go to like the school nurse or medical room or whatever. And all they would say is put a wet paper towel on it. You would just stare at her in disgust. Like, miss, I've broken my arm. Are you seriously just going to sit there and watch me hold a stupid wet paper towel on it? And then they say like, oh, don't worry, sweetheart. I'm like trained to do this stuff. Well, you're clearly not, hun. Can you not like call my mum or something at least? Like, just do something. Because wet paper towels do not cure anything. They're not made of magic.
In my opinion, Miraculous is a tiny bit overrated. I mean, sis, don't get me wrong, I ain't no hater, but it's the same in every freaking episode. You know, someone gets angry, then they get akumatized by Hawkmoth. Then Ladybug and Cat Noir come to the rescue and fight a little bit. Cool, what? And then Ladybug uses her, like, lucky charm, and then they win. Then Hawkmoth, at the end of every single episode, is like, I will get you next time, Cat Noir and Ladybug. Just you wait and see. Miss Girl! Well, it better be soon, Hawkmoth. It's been like 100 episodes, and you ain't even been close. Get your game face on. Get your game face on.
Okay, so one year my family and I took a trip to Portugal. It was all going well until one night we were walking like some people do. Then out of nowhere, the biggest, juiciest cockroach appeared in front of me. Me being a smart 8-year-old jumped in the road. My grandma then pulled me back onto the sidewalk. The end.
Don't know if this is an unpopular opinion, but babies/toddlers really get on my nerves. Because, you know, I would be minding my own business on my phone, and this random 2-year-old would come up to me and be like, oh, hey, do you have any games? Like, yes, I do. But, no, not for you. Okay, so, go away. And they're so spoiled as well. If you do let them play games on your phone, next time you see them, it will literally be begging you for your phone. And if you say no, it will cry to its mom until they go like, oh, please just let them on your phone. No! This is my phone. But because parents are scary, you kind of have to say yes.
Debbie, and this is my story. One day I was in my English class watching a movie about Shakespeare. I had beans and coffee before school, the most deadliest combination. It wasn't even that long before my stomach started rumbling when I got into class. The movie was really loud and I sat at the back of the class, so I thought it would be my perfect chance to let out the most bubbly fart so no one could hear it over the sound of the movie. As soon as I was about to do it, my teacher paused the movie to explain a scene, and that's when I let out the most soggy doggy, butchered froggy. Comes out loggy, made the room foggy, so loud you would think it was the 4th of July. I swear to God, one kid sitting next to the window opened the blinds because he thought he heard a thunderstorm outside. I dropped my books on the floor in hope of a save, thinking that people would have thought the sound was my books dropping, but that's when the creamy lumps fell out of my pants onto the floor. I ran out crying to the bathroom and called my mom, and she took me home and got me new clothes. I had to go back to school the next day and everyone was laughing at me and was calling me Diarrhea Debbie.
Why I don't online date. When this happened, I was probably 9 at the time, and I met a guy on Roblox. He was pretty nice, and I liked playing with him, so I friended him, and we played together every once in a while. About 2 months after we became friends, I was playing a game on Roblox, and he joined me. We said hi to each other and started playing together like we normally did. He then asked if I wanted to be his girlfriend, and I said I don't online date and I wasn't comfortable with doing it. He then said, do it or else. I asked him or else what. He said he would do something. I asked him again what he would do. He said he was gonna come to my house. I didn't think that he would. I thought he was just trying to scare me. I asked him how he would do that, and he said he knew my address, and I was starting to get pretty scared at this point. I immediately left the game and I unfriended him. A few days later, I was playing Roblox and I somehow saw him in my game. He walked up to me and I told him to go away, but he said in all caps, be my girlfriend. I said in all caps, no, and leave me alone. I thought he would leave me alone, so I walked away, and he just followed me and said, be my girlfriend or else I will come to your house. I left the game and blocked him, and I started to think he was not a child. About a month later, I had forgot about it, and nothing had happened, just the usual going to school. A few days later, a guy texted me saying, I'm coming to your house. You have to be my girlfriend. I was terrified, so I immediately blocked the number. The next day, we got a knock on the door, and I forgot about the message, and my mom answered the door. It was probably a 50-year-old man, and my mom asked what he needed. He said that he wanted to see me, and my mom asked if I knew him, and I said no. He then yelled at me saying, "You must be my girlfriend." I yelled no, and he went to grab me. I screamed as loud as I could and ran back into the house. My mom yelled at him, and she...
Why is it whenever you just look kind of scruffy and you're going to your local shop, you're wearing like a baggy t-shirt, tracksuit bottoms that barely fit you anymore, and you haven't even brushed your hair? You kind of just look a mess, you know? And then you walk into your shop and then like half of your class is there. It's like, why? So you decide to go to another shop. Guess what? The mean girl's there. And then you see the office lady. Please just go home and come back when I'm not there.
Someone tell me why online shopping is so addictive. For example, I would be on a clothing website and I'll be there adding every single thing to my basket. It's as if I think I'm not broke. And I know that when I see the basket price, I would cry. Honestly, online shopping is dangerous. It hurts my mental health. We should cancel it. Also, I realized that I have a love-hate relationship with summer. I hate the heat. It kills me. I literally feel dead. But I love going on vacation and wearing summer clothes. People who like this type of heat confuses me.